Thank you for joining us. I'm David Wade with the WBZ News Update. Our top stories: a pizza chain with a history of problems is now being ordered to pay a customer who had to listen to an employee's racist tirade. The owner of the chain is already awaiting trial on charges that he mistreated undocumented immigrants that he hired to work at his stores. Now the Massachusetts Commission Against Discrimination has ordered Stashes to pay a woman $105,000 who says a worker at the restaurant on Blue Hill Ave unleashed a racist rant so vile that she's still traumatized by it. The employee was not the owner of that pizza place. A judge has dismissed a lawsuit against Harvard over the stolen body parts scandal. Hundreds of family members had filed the suit after learning parts of their loved ones' donated bodies were actually sold from the medical school's morgue. The manager of the morgue is facing criminal charges, but a judge dismissed a lawsuit against the school, saying Harvard can't be held responsible for the manager's actions. The attorney representing those family members tells us she intends to appeal. And Milton postponing a town-wide vote on whether to comply with the state law, which would force the town to allow for thousands of more housing units. The Board of Selectmen asked the judge for permission to push the vote back to Wednesday because of the storm. Milton is deciding whether to comply with the MBTA Communities Act, which requires communities that have subway or trolley service to allow for more housing. Let's get a check of the changing forecast now with Eric Fisher. Eric.
David, we've been watching a shift farther to the south of the storm system. Tonight's dry. Clouds will be thickening up. We'll see lows in the upper 20s to mid-30s. And it could be mild enough tomorrow morning near the coast. We might see some raindrops when it first gets here. Around 6 to 8 a.m. is when the storm first starts to arrive. Now, in terms of the track, shifting farther to the south puts the focus for areas south of Boston. So into southeastern Massachusetts, Taunton, Mansfield area, down toward Plymouth, the south coast and the Cape. This is where we'll have some of the heavier snowfall. It's most likely about mid-morning to mid-afternoon. Very fast-moving snowstorm. So as we get toward 4 or 5 o'clock, it's already gone and moving offshore. Boston, again, a chance for an early raindrop or two and then a period of snowfall. It doesn't look like Boston will be getting the worst out of this one, though. It's right on that 4-inch or so line in the city. Same story as Worcester. Northern Massachusetts, much lighter amounts now. Better chance for the higher totals down to the southeastern quarter of the state. The highest overall chance of some banding here around Plymouth and down toward Narragansett Bay and into southeastern Connecticut. Winds will be gustiest for Cape Cod and the islands. That's where we have a high wind warning, and that would be the highest chance for power outages. Cape Cod, the islands, and along the immediate south shore with a heavier, wetter snow type. We'll also watch that afternoon high tide. Flooding is likely with 1 to 2 feet of inundation and some high waves, especially for the south shore, the bay side of the Cape, and Nantucket Harbor. They'd be the most vulnerable this time around. David?
All right, Eric Fisher, thank you so much. I'm David Wade. This has been a WBZ News Update. We thank you for watching. Have a great night.